Hello my dear students, we have seen integration by substitution from the board's perspective. Now let us see this topic from the entrance point of view. To begin with, we'll have a very simple question. It says integral f of x dx is equal to f of x. Then what is the value of integral f of x the whole square dx? My dear students, please put it as a habit to read or go through the four options to understand what is to be done in the question. If you see the four options here, you will understand that you have every option in terms of f of x. So there is no rocket science involved in this particular question. It's actually a very basic question. Let's write the information which is given to us. It is given to us as integral f of x dx is equal to f of x. Now my dear students, if I think very normally at a very basic level, to evaluate the answer, I should know what is f of x. Now to get f of x, this is the only statement I have. Now how do I get out the value of f of x? If you see from a student's point of view, had the integral on the left been not there, I have the value of f of x. Now how do I remove that integral? That's possible if I differentiate both sides with respect to x. Now why or how is it possible? Because integration is antiderivative. So let me write that first for you. D by dx of integral f of x dx is equal to d by dx of f of x. And what did I just say some time back? Integration is antiderivative. So d by dx and integral get nullified to give you f of x is equal to f dash of x. Is that okay? So this is the information which was conveyed in the first part of the question. Now the second part of the question is a piece of cake. We have been asked to find integral of f of x the whole square, which now I understand can be written as f of x into f of x dx. In the next step, I am going to write only integral f of x. I am not writing f of x dx because I am not supposed to write f of x dx. What am I supposed to write? We have just found out that f of x is nothing but f dash of x. So let us write here f dash of x dx. Is that okay, students? Now this is of the form f of x raised to n into f dash of x. So as per the formula, what I'll get in the next step is f of x the whole square upon 2 plus c, which is my option A, and therefore the correct answer is option A. Is that okay? A very basic question. Let us see something similar in the next question. Okay, you have this question. Again, don't be terrified by the size of the question, although it looks huge, but it's simple. Let me just start the solution by looking at the options. Again, if you see my students, the options here are in terms of f of x and g of x. So what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to simplify the given integral. Let me start by writing log f of x plus log of g of x first. So let us write that, and following that is the huge function which we see in the question itself. My dear students, let me just copy this for our reference. Now, what is the analysis part of it? Log of g of x plus log of f of x, hardly much to simplify. Whereas if I see the numerator here, f of x into g dash of x plus g dash of x into f dash of x into g of x upon f of x g of x. I'll just repeat that. F of x into g dash of x plus g of x into f dash of x upon f of x g of x. Now this can be simplified because the denominator is a single term. So because the denominator is a single term, I can think of separating the numerator. So let us write in the next step f of x into g dash x upon f of x g of x plus we have g of x into f dash of x upon f of x g of x. Now my dear students, you can very well understand in the first part of this bracket f of x gets cancelled, and in the second part we can say g of x gets cancelled. Now what is left? Let us write that first and let us analyze this. My dear students, if you recall, you understand that derivative of log f of x is 1 by f of x into f dash of x. So can I say that derivative of log f of x is 1 by f of x into f dash of x, that is f dash x upon f of x. So if I consider log f of x to be a function, f dash x upon f of x is its derivative. Likewise, if I consider log of g of x to be a function, g dash x upon g of x is its derivative, or can I say we have successfully written the integral in the form of f of x into f dash of x, that is t into dt form. Can I say that? So let me write here t and let me write here dt, and this is such a basic integral. Integral t dt is nothing but t square by 2 plus c. So that's t square by 2 plus c. Let's see what are the options. These are the options. Now my dear students, if you observe, there is only one option which is having a 1 by 2. So option B has to be the answer. No need to simplify, but I'll simplify it for you. It's t, which is log of f of x plus log of g of x. That's nothing but log of f of x into g of x. So now can I say that my answer is option B? And that's what we have in this module. Thank you very much, my dear students.